So it's been a whole month since Path of Exile has been in open beta, which is pretty much the soft release. And I'd like to go over a few points and my opinions on things that have happened so far. Um, Thusly, I think the game's pretty economically stable at the moment. Prices on certain items have become pretty stable. The info on third-party sites that show, the ratio of exchange rates between currency is pretty accurate now. Like poeex.info is pretty accurate now. I think a few things like fusings and chromatics are a little bit wonky, but that's just because a lot of people are still looking for 5 links and things like that. Certain items are developing value, like Boots of Uller, for example, or that almost every summoner wants, and things like that, that people have defined a role in their builds. But this is going to change, I believe, once probably around next month to the next month after that, because of the Diamond Pack, people being making their items and introducing more unique items into the game. Also, more people are using the trade forums now, so it's pretty easy to sell items. People are still selling garbage all the time, though. Half of the shops on there are just complete garbage items. But if you are selling good items on there, they'll sell within a day. So that's another good thing. As far as classes, a bunch of particular builds for each class have emerged. Stable ones, I guess you'd call them. These are like the go-to niche builds that new players or people that want to play a grounded class that that has been founded, that they know is going to be playing good. So this also boosts up item prices around those builds. People usually are re-rolling right about now that aren't using these builds or haven't played too much in open beta. So you're seeing a lot of low-level characters right now too. As far as the races and classes, I remember when open beta was going on in the very beginning, it was Templars were pretty much the #1 class because they get a lot of health nodes right away. Plus the double spark totem they could also get that right away. But once they nerfed double spark totem, Marauder took its place, as they can use Iron Will, Iron Grip to go any spec. Plus they get tons of HP and armor nodes right away. Their tree was nerfed a little bit, so they're no longer the best. By far away right now, Shadow is the best. You can get Fire Trap and Poison Arrow right away on a Shadow, which makes them arguably the best class for races. I have a feeling that they're going to get that toned down by soon enough, so we don't see mostly Shadows winning these races. As far as bugs go, a lot of the bugs have been fixed that I've noticed, like the heavy strike bug where you would heavy strike enemies and it would send them to walls and you couldn't loot them and stuff like that. It still does happen, but very rarely. And when it does happen, you usually still get the quest reward and things like that. It's just for loot, sometimes you don't, but not as much as it was happening. There was a bug where sometimes you get stuck, you couldn't move, you just be stuck there. I haven't got that in at least since open beta, so that's been a long time fixed. A couple fixes that they haven't done is abilities that you aren't doing damage, like minute instability. That is what kills Weaver. That she doesn't drop the item anymore for the quest, so you actually have to do the damage to kill her first. This still doesn't have a fix. Hopefully it will soon. There's also a bug with Piety. Sometimes when you kill her you don't get quest rewards, still not fixed. And the Cole and Brutus desync issue, where they will just desync and one-shot you. That's not fun and still hasn't been fixed. As far as where everyone's leveling right now, it seems like most people have reached at least around level 60, with over half the people being in their 70s. Right now, on any Merciless you can just go onto Merciless and start a Docs party and it'll fill up 6 people instantly. So there's a lot of people at least 60 to 70 plus. Not that many people are doing maps right now, as well for pugs at least. I don't think that'll happen for a little while until there's a large buildup of maps happening, because there's just not really a point of grouping with puggers in maps. It's just not worth it, because any maps that do drop is just going to be a free-for-all. People taking a map and then leaving, and you run out of maps. Other things happening last week. I think this last week, maybe a week and a half, tons of people have been getting hacked. You can watch my other video on that. But yeah, so change your passwords. There's the support forums are just filled up with people that have gotten hacked and lost all their items, including me. So change your password. I think that next month, or next even patch, that they're trying to do some more security issue, or fix some security issues, like make it so if you log in from another IP, you have to enter your password, or things like that. As far as where I see the game going next month, economically, I think fusing and chromatics are going to skyrocket next month, because everyone is trying to get their 5 and 6 links on good items. So those are going to be worth a ton. I mean, even PoEx.info sets chromes at 20 per alchemy, and there's no way you'll even get close to that right now. And fusings are going to go up a lot too. Alterations and chaos will stay, if not get higher in value, because of maps. You constantly need alterations to roll maps, and chaos to roll really good maps. 5 and 6 links armor is going to go up a ton. It's already crazy high. I haven't even seen a 6 link. 5 links are already insane. Like, any level 70 plus 5 link is going for like 3 exalts plus at least. I think that maybe later on though, that 5 links will eventually go down in price once everybody has gotten theirs. But in the meantime, until at least through next month, they're going to be extraordinarily high. I think next month we might see more people doing map pugs, just because there's an abundance of maps and they just want to get in and do one. I think also high level maps will start to be getting sold next month because of abundance, and they just want to make more money to roll good maps, so they'll sell those lesser maps. I think it might be a good idea, if you roll a map and it's like way too hard for you to do, then maybe possibly sell it. And I think that's the maps that are going to get sold, are the really hard ones that people don't want to do, and they already have abundance of maps. Also, next month there's going to be a lot of new niche builds because of all the Diamond Supporter Pack uniques coming into the game. We have no idea of knowing what those are going to be, and there can be hundreds of new builds just because of those few uniques that are introduced. Also, I think now this last week we've had the start of the races, and now that the server's a little bit stable, I think the custom leagues are going to be hitting probably sometime next month, or at least hopefully, because the servers are getting stable. They ordered more servers. It's just more money for them to start custom leagues. I think we might actually see them next month. Anyways, that's my reviews of this month pretty much, and my predictions of next month. As always, please comment and subscribe, and I will check you guys out next video.